Barcelona get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm?
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
He's gone for goal! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Not the most accurate pass.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
While he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man famously known as King Khan by some. He's belligerent, he's brazen, but he's utterly brilliant.
And never in a mood to accept failure. There's that body language he's always talking about. No wonder he instills both respect and fear in opponents.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Grealish. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Caicedo. And he's well positioned here, and that is masterful defending. Cherki. And that has left him in a heap. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And that's caused a worry or two.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Caicedo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's a really well-measured ball.
That's good play from him.
And once more, he proves rigid and robust. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Cherki, foot in. Now it's Messi. Grealish. Has a look and plays it forward. Caicedo. Cherki.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Guardiola. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Cherki. Now it's Messi. Looking to play him in. Mohamed Salah! Cherki. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Olise. And it's made its way to him. Grealish. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Caicedo. Bruno Guimaraes. Bouts of passing here, really easy on the eye. Mohamed Salah. Grealish. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. 15 minutes till half-time. He's shifting through the gear, and the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Doku is offering a right smile there. That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Guardiola. Bruno Guimaraes. Driving forward. Olise. Now that looks a decent ball. And no, he's seen through all of that. And it's Mane. Grealish, looking to be a menace in the final third. And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of it. Messi! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
After 40 minutes is number 19, Lionel Messi.
A 1-0 lead established.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Rodri is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. It's Salah! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Mane. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Doku. Now, what about a counter-attack? Aims beyond the defence. And he's had it nicked away. And that'll be the last act of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps, the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Barcelona have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah tries making a foray down the right.
Mohamed Salah really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Looking for options for movement. And this is Mane. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Caicedo. Cherki. Van de Ven wins the duel this time. Mane has it in a wide position. Alexander-Arnold. And the counter is on. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Doku. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Ferdinand defending his corners. Oh, shooting chance! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Mane. And that is out of play.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Ekitike. Coming on to replace him is number 4.
That's a good run down the left.
Felix.
Now it's Joao Felix. Now it's Doku. Doku going face-to-face with his great rival. Olise gets into some space. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he welcomes it in. Great Doku gets through on his own. Oh, good claim by the keeper.
I just thought he showed a little too much of it to the keeper, but I think he read the situation very well. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Joao Felix couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Now it's Messi. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Tries to pass it through. Decent chance! It's loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And who's got the final touch there? Goal kick's been given.
Substitution on the field. Number 7.
So, time for changes
Olise.
on both sides,
Number
actually.
8, Ryan Cherki. Number 18, Doku. Number 25, Caicedo.
Oh, the pass is
Coming on the
intercepted.
field, Number 24,
He
Palmer.
came in hard,
Number
very
47,
hard, and he's
Phil
managed to get
Foden.
free.
Number 20, Erling Haaland. Number 44, Boubacar Kamara.
Still just that
Substitution.
single goal, and we are nearly done. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Substitution in progress.
Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy. Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. He is through here. Mohamed Salah! A wonderful effort all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Foden.
Here's Joao Felix. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Pass somewhat off target. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Messi claiming the Man of the Match award. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Jan Oblak. He's not someone you often see pulling off spectacular saves, but that's about the highest compliment you...
It's Salah! Oh, brilliant stop from Oblak! Not the most accurate pass. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? It's a promising run he's making on the right. That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, he was given the...
Oh no, what has happened here? Now, can they get it back? Van Nistelrooy. Pedri. Nakata. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Decent chance! Pedri. Beckenbauer. Olise. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And they're quick to get it back. And that was nowhere near his best. He won't be happy with that one. First quarter of an hour gone. Kokchu. Pedri. So we're still where we started right now.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Van Nistelrooy looks to get on the end of this. And here's Inzaghi. Olise is onto this. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. No, that's been intercepted. Van de Ven. Nakata. And it's Nakata, looking for options for movement.
Barcelona are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
He's picked his way through. And no, he's seen through all of that. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's shifting through the gears here. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that has left him in a heap. Beckenbauer. Pedri. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Well timed, excellent interception. That's a cute ball. Approaching the half-hour mark. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Pedri. Pedri can so cleverly bypass the press. Ferdinand spots it and intercepts. And it's Nakata. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Beckenbauer.
Pedri really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's a sharp little ball here. And Messi! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ferdinand. That pass has been well intercepted. That looks a decent ball. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. In with the challenge. Kupchu. That pass isn't the best. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Pass somewhat off target. Kupchu really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Oh, important interception. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Smoking is only
How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Let's cut it out. That's a little off target. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. Van der Ven. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Inzaghi. Nakata. Pedri. He's looking wide. Gets a good foot in there. Borussia Dortmund look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
That has not gone well. Great vision. Ferdinand gets a foot in here. Played out to the left flank. Can he get it through? Oh, nicely intercepted. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Olise, he's found a way through. Olise! Shifted it to the flank.
Substitution.
Olise. And here's Grealish. And this is Inzaghi. Inzaghi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Messi. Mohamed Salah looking to get on the end of this. Olise is herring after that one. Olise is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Mane, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Van Nistelrooy. An uncompromising challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Grealish. Grealish looking to penetrate opposition lines. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Kukçu. And here's Van Nistelrooy. And here's Olise. Aims beyond. Takes a shot! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Oh, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 7, Kukçu.
Spread it left.
Van Nistelrooy.
Barcelona have now used up all but one of their substitution windows.
Number 8.
Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. Can he finish? Oh, what about that? And that's got to be it! That has got to be it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Borussia Dortmund take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Grealish goes steaming forward.
Barcelona appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Olise. Grealish. That's the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way.
I'm sitting here wondering, Peter, what Roberto Donadoni's main role is going to be. One of Italy's greatest ever wingers. He can run and beat defenders. We've seen that all so often. And he can get from box to box if needed.
Yeah, well, he does have an extraordinary work rate and extraordinary energy levels too.
Yeah, and he's got the intelligence to strike the perfect balance between the two.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Pinches it off him. Donatoni, can he get it through? And the shot's on here. Takes a shot! Oh, wonderful, Lionel Messi!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind. That's beautifully weighted. And this is from Mario. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Mane. Mane going face-to-face with his great rival, Rooney. And here's Romario. Ferdinand defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Romario might well be in for a mouthful from his boss if his teammates don't get there first.
I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van de Ven. Tonali with a definite fell there. Salah.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon.
He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Messi. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Messi really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Messi! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Messi just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge, and he'll rise to it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Donatoni. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Khan chooses to deal with it himself. Now it's Messi. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And he's managed to get... It's Salah! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That has been cut short. And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's really well manoeuvred. Paris Saint-Germain couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Rooney. Takes a shot! That's got him rattled. Oh, good take in a good area. Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. Paris Saint-Germain are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Albert Ferrer. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Nice physical challenge. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Messi Salah. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Messi! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Barcelona really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Well measured. And the shot! He's got a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Things starting to look... And that'll be the final action of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Barcelona really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
And we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Picked out brilliant. It's Salah! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Romario tries to pass it through, and he's worked it through. Oh, it's a great ball. And the finish! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
A case now of complete control. No way through. Messi! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, that's a waste. Messi. Now it's Romario. The pass is intercepted. And this is Mane. Mane. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pedri. He's got away. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. 60 minutes played. And this is Romario. Paris Saint-Germain looking to pass their way through. Pedri. Now it's Mane. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's Pedri. Pedri. Oh, this is a... He's going for goal! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 22.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Le numéro 10. Messi. À leur place.
We expected better, and so did he.
Le numéro 7. Totti. Le numéro
Paris Saint-Germain finding their passes.
Changement.
Romario. Puskas. Here's onto this. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Now it's Vieri. Goes for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Tonali. Salah.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range. And it's Ronaldinho. That is lovely. Puskas. Now it's Romario. Played out to the left flank. This is Romario. Pass somewhat off target. Ferdinand. Puyol. Beckenbauer. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Vieri. Great defending, strong and determined. Grealish, looking to be a menace in the final third. Now it's Ronaldinho. Sergi kept aware, and it is reclaimed. And Owen! Tries a shot!
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 6. Le numéro 5. Fletcher. À leur place, le numéro 23. Le numéro 14.
Good read, needed to be. There's the shot! He scores! It had to come! It just had to come! He had to have his say! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Le numéro 14.
So is this the start of a comeback? Can he get on the end of this? And he plays one through. And that's put paid to a promising move. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking for options for movement. Ah, that's a fine interception.
Temps additionnel,
Grealish.
3 minutes.
Guardiola. Conte. Well read, nice interception. That's a good ball out wide.
Pretty robust defending.
Tonali. Vieri. Totti. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Chers spectateurs,
How would you
je vous
summarise what
rappelle
we've
que
seen
nous
today,
avions-
then? So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
United against Barcelona.
And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
No, it's come to nothing. And they've got rid. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Messi will not want to lose out here. It's Salah! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mohamed Salah actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Tries to play it through. What a throw in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Hazard. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. And that's put paid to a promising move. And he's only too happy to deception. Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Mohamed Salah! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Threads one in. He's being urged to shoot. And Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Can he stop it going in? Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's Rodri. Mohamed Salah. That's going to go a long way. Rijkaard. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And this is Inzaghi. Inzaghi! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Is number 9, Filippo Inzaghi.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Ferdinand. Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Bellingham. Half an hour played now. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Pass is just off target. That's travelling a long way. Cannavaro.
Barcelona have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Robertson.
Barcelona can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
He's not got that quite right. Van de Ven. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Opts for safety. Oh, there's a probing ball. Back into the middle. He's looking wide. Now the cross. Messi. Rodri. Pedri.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Tries to pass it through. Robertson with the clearance. Messi. Mohamed Salah. Can he finish?
Added time.
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Messi deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs.
And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Barcelona can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're off again. Barcelona carrying a one-goal lead. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He can run onto that. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pedri looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now it's Bellingham. Great vision. Bojan Krkić receives it in a wide position. Beckenbauer. Pedri. Salah. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here. Well, if he truly fancies his chances from here, he's going to need the best of the best.
It's hit the upright, and that is quite wonderful. A finish right from the top draw. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. That was beautiful, something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless, clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
The attendance for this match was 72,306.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cannavaro simply refused to be outdone there. And it's Salah. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a fish-tight one! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, that's a fine interception. He can get that clear.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Can he get on the end of this? Stojkovic. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for options for movement. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, shooting chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Coming on to replace him is number 4, Kukcu.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes. A case now of complete control. Chance to deliver. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Beckenbauer clears it away. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. And it's ended up in no man's land. Khan punts it upfield. That has not gone well. Grealish. Grealish takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Grealish, he's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And they're back on the ball again. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Gets a good foot in there. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Stojkovic. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ball looks a good one.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. That's a little off target. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Entry tickets at hand, as it's time to
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
That's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development really owes to the fact that he made all the best choices. The clubs, the coaches, everything has been meticulously planned, and an awful lot of that would be attributed.
Messi! They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And that's gone loose.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Beckenbauer. Pedri. Pedri on a charge down the left. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ferdinand makes the interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nicely weighted ball. And the through ball. And that is expertly dealt with. Tonali. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So
goes for a shot! And for a moment, time stood still. Not the most accurate pass. Looking to play him in. Thinks about the shot. De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can. Still goalless at the moment. And they're quick to get it back. De Jong. Beckenbauer attempts a clearance. Haaland. He's going to be disappointed with that. Rodri. De Jong. And it's De Bruyne. He's had it taken off him. De Bruyne really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Haaland, he's had a shot! Goal! Porto! And Porto go in front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Porto have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
No, it's come to nothing. Tries to pass it through. Henderson gets it clear. De Jong. Now, can they get him away? Well, that's well spotted. Ferdinand is very much of the non-shall pass school of defending. De Bruyne.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Quality ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Pedri. Rodri. Beckenbauer. And the pass is intercepted. Haaland. And it's De Jong. Well, that pass isn't the best. Rodri. That pass has been well intercepted. De Bruyne. Zanetti. Good running, strong and purposeful. That has been cut short. De Jong. Now it's De Bruyne. And this is Neymar. That is good alertness. And we hit half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Now it's Neymar. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Ferdinand. Messi, great vision. Mohamed Salah in acres of space out wide. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now this could be a chance. Oh, important interception. And he's gone looking for safety. Tonali. De Bruyne looking to add to his goal. Barcelona still this single goal behind. De Jong is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Zanetti does really well to win the ball there. Porto are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lovely feet. He's having a shot! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
It's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Cruyff proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Vieri looking for options for movement. And this chance, surely! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Mane certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Oh, lovely bit of skill. Vieri. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, perfectly measured that. Caicedo. Oh, this looks sharp. Great defending, strong and determined. Mane. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Can he spark a counter here? Triol. No, that's been intercepted. Jordan Henderson is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Van der Ven calmly anticipates. Vieri. It's a really well-measured ball. 75 minutes played. And it's Rodri. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Barcelona appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Rodri. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Caicedo. Now it's Cruyff.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Well, it's ended up in no man's land. Now it's Cruyff. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pele. Cruyff. Ferdinand deals with that comfortably. And it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And he is going into that little black book. Zanetti. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
Adriano really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Messi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
He is through here, and the shot! And that's that. Barcelona perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van de Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past, and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt his career, but there's nobody really capable of outrunning him.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Casemiro makes the interception. No way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That has not gone well. Grealish pops him off it and wins back the ball. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Matheus Cunha. Takes a shot!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Mohamed Salah has been caught there, it's a foul. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be...
Mohamed Salah! It's hit the crossbar. First quarter of an hour gone. Goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Manchester United are looking to go forward now. So it is still 0-0. Shaw. Messi. Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Manchester United were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems to... Takes the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's Salah! And again, the keeper stands strong.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Ahmad. Played to Casemiro. And he cuts out the supply. Mohamed Salah. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and it's Messi. Bruno Fernandes. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. Ahmad. In towards the back stick. And that has been knocked clear. Rodri. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Grealish. Oh, that's a key interception. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Shaw. Matheus Cunha.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly...
Went for elevation! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
Shaw. Casemiro. He won't be happy with that one. Well, that is one way to stop him. Casemiro defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Casemiro. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, there's the shot! It's loose, and a chance! Goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Barcelona merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
Barcelona head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Barcelona carrying a 1-goal lead. Threads one in. Pings in across.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
In again.
Well played and well cleared.
Grealish, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He's away! Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Ferdinand. Rijkaard. And it's Salah. Mohamed Salah. Being still separated by the game's only goal. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Diogo Dalot. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Shaw. And that's another good win of the ball. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Barcelona have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Grealish. Grealish, he's going for goal! Oh, he's really drilled it. It's a good run down the right. Ahmad. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
No, that was never going to make it. Played in. Cleared away. Casemiro. Martinez. And it's Shaw. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
El dorsal 16. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 4, el dorsal 7, el dorsal 15, Bale, el dorsal 17, Beckham.
Comfortable claim for the keeper.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well timed, excellent interception. De Ligt gets over and intercepts, and it's Mount. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Triol. Oh, terrible pass. That's a throw. Aimed beyond the defence.
Manchester United really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That has ended up in no man's land. And this is Messi, looking to play him in. That is good alertness.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Knocks it into space. Barcelona leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. He's found a way through. That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Too close for comfort. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? The final 5 minutes. Looking for the run, and he's intervened well there. Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. The player's body language here is a bit grim, it is not looking great at all.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, no half measures from here.
Pass is just off target. Tries to play it through. Ball's gone out of play. Great defending, strong and determined. Mathias Cunha.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And that will be the final act. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, you can feel the blue touch paper has been well and truly lit here. Everyone expects, in one of the greatest amphitheatres in this part of the world, the Estadio Más Monumental. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm really impressed with this guy, Jude Bellingham. For one so young, he has wonderful intelligence and a great ability to read the game. The most expensive 17-year-old in the game too, and he's got a wonderful natural feel of space.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. And it's Rodri. Looking to play him in. Mohamed Salah! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Bellingham. Pass somewhat off target. Triol. Barcelona finding their passes. Can he get on the end of this? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a little off target. He's looking wide. Looking for options for movement. And here's Suarez. Strokes it back. Bellingham. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides.
It's Luis Suarez! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Now it's Messi. And he's gone backward here. Can he get it? He's having a shot! Some really good ball movement, and it's Bellingham. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. No goals as yet. Xavi Alonso. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Messi. Cafu. Messi. Alonso. Messi. Messi gets flagged offside. And he's quick to snatch it back. And this is Mane. And this is Mane. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. No way through. And they're not going to make any further progress now. A heavy challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Mane picks it up out wide. He is through here. Bellingham. Luis Suarez. Played out to the left flank. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played out to the right. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. He's had it taken off him. Raul. Spread out to the left. Mohamed Salah. It's a pretty loose pass. Not the most accurate pass. Raul.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That has been cut short. And it's Xabi Alonso. Out to the left it goes. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Messi with a real chance here. Messi! Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's very neat. Xabi Alonso touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Alonso. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Raul tries to play it through. Goes for a shot! It's in!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Shot a goal! Oh, he's hit the bar! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And the shot! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a...
Mohamed Salah! Oh, it's come off the upright. And the finish! Good effort first time.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Xabi Alonso. Bellingham. It's not an especially good pass, that. Cafu. Raul. And this is Mane. Some resolute defending there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, this looks sharp. Xabi Alonso cuts out the pass. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Luis Suarez. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. Looking for the run. Now it's Pedri. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedri cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Ball's played through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And that's going to be a booking. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. It's a promising position. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Barcelona really could have done without this. Khan, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
A picture of confidence, that was never missing.
Barcelona find a position of real strength now. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries a shot! Glorious! He's got himself an absolute peach. That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Messi. Messi.
Cambio en el Barcelona. Número 4.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Barcelona give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Número 15. Número
Oh, it's a
17.
promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. And it's Xavi Alonso. Bellingham tries to dink it through. Chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are cruising away!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Número 9.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Barcelona blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. It's a promising run he's making on the right. He's got away. Messi.
Puyol with the slide tackle there.
Bellingham. Oh, just skips past his man. No foul, says the referee.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing. And the shot! It's a really well-measured ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Raul tries making a foray down the right. Messi. And it's Bale. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. Messi. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Messi. And he's in on goal. And a chance! It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. It's become a case of men against boys. Xavi Alonso, the final 5 minutes. It's Bellingham. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Aimed beyond the defence. And Messi! Oh, that's fabulous! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cafu, not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Beckenbauer stands tall and stands strong. Grealish. Oh, that's fabulous. Grealish! They want to be quick to recover this. That's that, the end. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter. Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Sporting clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Cannavaro. There could be danger here. Mohamed Salah. He's tried one! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Mohamed Salah. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Beckham.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Wonderful save by Vitor Baia. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Beckham is offering a wry smile there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Mohamed Salah! And it's come back out to him. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. Now that looks a decent ball. No, it's not getting there. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Beckenbauer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rijkaard. Well-timed, excellent interception. Beckham. Now it's Mane. Back into the middle. Roberto Carlos. Beckham. And here's Messi. Engages and forces him off the ball. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos goes on a charge down the left. Ferdinand. Beckham. Passing is crisp and sharp. Messi. Sporting trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that. He's having a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mane. Beckham. Grealish. Of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Aubameyang. Aubameyang charging forward, the ball at his feet. Aubameyang is onto this. A header! Goal! Sporting! And Sporting score first. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Sporting have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though.
It's Salah! Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Guardiola. Now it's Aubameyang. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Dink through, Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mohamed Salah. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Guardiola is always scanning the pitch for targets. Beckham. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And they've switched it over to the other side. Rijkaard. Beckham. Rijkaard. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's half-time here. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's picked it up out wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the shot! Grealish. Now it's Messi. Now it's Grealish. Grealish going face-to-face with his great rival. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Roberto Carlos. That's really well manoeuvred. It'll be a throw-in. And that is as far as they're going to go. That is ended up in no man's land.
Aubameyang really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Messi is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Grealish. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And no surprise, that's a booking. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge.
Substituição para o Sporting. Número 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Número 17. Villa. Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
No, he's missed it.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Mateus tries to pass it through. Mbappe finds himself offside. And it's Rodri. That has been slung wide. Oh, well played. There's the shot!
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Mohamed Salah! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And here's Owen. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
David Villa receives it in a wide position. Creole. He's had it taken off him. He's in a great position here. And Aubameyang!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. And he cuts out the supply. Beckenbauer. Now it's Villa. Mbappe! You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Oh, easy pickings there. Dumfries. Aubameyang. It's out for a goal kick. important interception. Now it's Messi. Aubameyang is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Now it's Messi.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tries to play it through. Chance for a shot! In he goes again. They've done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Sporting could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from...
And that will be the final act. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
Well, the beauty of this system, Peter, is that...
Platini! Oh, fantastic from Platini!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop him.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Pogba takes control of it and he's on the move. Tries to play it through. Stood up well to him there. Neymar.
Oh, great feat, that.
Closing in on goal.
Neymar, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
And this is from Mario. That's tidy. Has a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Rijkaard. Ferdinand. Mohamed Salah. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Platini. Now it's Messi. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Threads one in. It's Salah! Oh, taken with style. Barcelona are back in business. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Tries to pass it through. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Messi. And it's Nakata. Rijkaard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Neymar. Neymar is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Pedri. Mohamed Salah. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation.
Romario! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Beckenbauer. Nakata. Pedri. Crunching tackle. Approaching the half-hour mark. Pogba. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nakata. A probing pass. Not the most accurate pass. Chiellini. Al-Sadd looking to pass their way through. He is through. It's Neymar! Big relief. It just needed better contact.
Well, he looked pretty much unstoppable there. The only thing missing was the finish, of course.
That's a cute ball. And that is as far as they're going to go. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Now it's Romario. Now it's Platini. The muscular approach does pay off here. That is good alertness. Pogba. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Let's a look and place it forward. Nice looking ball. Dink through. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well read, nice interception. Now it's Romario. Pogba. Oh, this looks sharp. Al-Sadd finding their passes. Mohamed Salah. Pedri. Ferdinand. Nakata. Vieira pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Back to the keeper it goes. And there's the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. And so we're off again. Vieira cuts out the pass. Platini. Nicely weighted ball. And he's there to retrieve it. He's found a way through. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. All right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here?
No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
He's having a good look here.
Well, I suppose from the opposition's viewpoint, this was to be avoided.
Big chance! Messi! From another planet!
And you know, this could well prove to be a pivotal moment in the match too. One of the star names scoring an absolute cracker to change the complexion of this second half. In front once more and with momentum.
He made it happen.
Chiellini with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. And here's Messi. He's gone for goal! That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
So a Barcelona free kick.
And this, an opportunity to pull level.
Great ball, and he's in here. Pedri receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the pass is intercepted. Vieira cuts it out. Pogba. Neymar. And he welcomes it in.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. And it's Neymar. He's in a good position here. Messi, a player who needs no introduction.
And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Looking for the run.
Neymar. Triol
Concedes a free kick for that. And that's going to be a booking.
So, can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Long ball by the goalkeeper. He's a sharp little ball here. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now it's Romario. He's found the way through. That is lovely. That is good strength. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Substitution in progress.
Baresi. Can he get it through? Nicely aimed pass. Messi. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Barcelona could counter here. Chiellini promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Owen. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He'll fancy himself from here.
Substitutions taking place.
And this is a great chance to get themselves back square. And this is Messi. Great chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that has been clubbed away.
Barcelona may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now, can they get him away?
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Platini.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
The ball has bounced loose now. And this is Mane. He's had a shot! And how good was that? He's got himself an absolute peach. They've done it again! It is incredible!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Number 15, Romario. Number 11, Neymar. Number 10, Messi.
Oh, that's a fine
Number
interception.
21,
That's going to go a long way.
coming on the field.
The
Number
final
13,
5 minutes.
Suarez.
Passing nice
Number
and neat.
9,
Can he get on the end of this?
Number 7, Olise.
Well,
Number
that might be
23,
that, Peter. Maybe
Grealish.
both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That's been cut out, well played. And he is slightly undercooked now. He's gone for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Showing great feet there. Tries a deft little ball. Cleared away. Now, who's going to be first to this?
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
It's not a good idea in affording free kicks in these positions.
And a chance! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
All hands on deck for this one.
Referee has taken his time, but it is going to be another corner. Desperate defending required here. And the shot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Baresi gets it away. Chiellini is the guilty party there.
He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And it's Michel Platini. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
And we're done.
So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities, and neither... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre.
Takes a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Beckham plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Pelé. And it's Salah. Good running, strong and purposeful. No way through, so back it comes. That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. Oh, it's Salah! Goal! Barcelona! The breakthrough strike! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Number 14.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Pelé. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, there's a probing ball. Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Opts to play it back. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Pelé.
Pretty robust defending.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And this is Messi. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Kukçu is always looking to break lines. And it's Neymar. Barcelona leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. He's had it taken off him. Salah. That's a good ball out wide. Mateus. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Kukçu. Aubameyang is onto this. Has a look and place it forward. Kukçu. Now it's Pelé. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Kukçu. And here's Aubameyang. Aubameyang!
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Header! Really well taken goal. They have come roaring back.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Messi. Saliba makes the interception. Neymar. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Mohamed Salah. Beckham. And he was quick to react. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Aubameyang. Baresi gets a foot in here. Mohamed Salah. Rijkaard. Kukçu.
Two added minutes
Mateus.
have been indicated.
Mateus.
Oh, this is a very good run.
And that is expertly dealt with. Baresi. Knocks it into space.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
Tries to play it through. That's a shade optimistic.
And there's the end of the first half.
Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Walking through the gates.
Barcelona get the ball rolling for the second period.
Rijkaard was in no mood for any of that. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And he's found a way past. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Mohamed Salah cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Neymar is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Beckham. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Pedri. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that pass isn't the best. He is just caressing the ball. This time, surely! Decent enough try.
Pedri certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Pedri wins the duel this time. And here's Messi. And it's Salah.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Neither of them. He's having a go! Mo Salah! Sensational! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they get themselves in front! Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And he's on his way! The muscular approach does pay off here. No foul, says the referee. Can he get on the end of this? And that has left him in a heap. It's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Rijkaard has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Stood up well to him there. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pedri will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rijkaard. Pele. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Pele. Kukçu. Great vision. Van de Ven clears.
Substitution on the field. Number 97, Aubameyang. Number 11,
Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
coming on the field. Number 7, Bebeto. Number 19.
That is good strength.
Substitutions taking place.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Now it's Bebeto. Now it's Pele, who's looking wide, and this is Bojan. He's found a way through. Ferdinand gets it away. Ferdinand did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Played into space. Turns and goes back. Big chance! Kukçu. Now it's Pele.
And back to the keeper they go. Very much into the last knockings. Beckenbauer. And back to the keeper. There's the header! It's a goal! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great.
And Messi! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Number 19.
Barcelona take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel...
And that's it. Barcelona pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. So a dramatic game decided...